Yes. Hello. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? What's going on? Y'all know what's going on. I ain't got to tell y'all. I ain't got to even argue with you tonight. The haters are quiet tonight. I really wasn't looking for nothing extraordinary, but it's when you least expect it, you get something else. You understand? Hello to everybody that's late. We will not be long. Okay, it is what it is. Here's the recap tonight. Okay, here's the recap. Exactly, Gary. If you've been with us at the beginning of the year, I was exactly right. I said the Cowboys would be 12-5 for the season. My brother Gary Bryan, who's with me tonight, said the same exact thing. We are 12-5. I don't care who we played. I don't care who didn't show up. I don't care who that we're 12-5. Cowboys 8 to leave. I see you. We're 12-5. This offense showed up tonight. Nothing else can really be said. I'll get into that in more depth in just a second. They showed up tonight in a big way. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Wendy, I see you. If you would, you can share this. I don't want to implode. A lot of my guys are on right now, and I'm not going to invade their pages. So if you guys want to share it, that's fine. If not, it's cool. Yep, Kush. Yep, yeah, exactly. All of at the beginning of the year, we said that this team was way too talented to not at least win 12 games. It was kind of hard because people thought that the defense was going to be the same. That's what a lot of people thought. But they, of course, this year, nothing has to be said. But tonight, y'all saw the score. 51-26, Cowboys win. Really nothing to be said. I will give, in fairness, Philly did not play a lot of their guys, including their starting quarterback. A lot of guys were off. A lot of guys took off at the first quarter. It is what it is, but that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? I thought that maybe we would be in a little trouble as far as scoring wise. I didn't think we were going to do what we did tonight. My goodness. We lit them up like crazy tonight. The guys were obviously motivated to play. That was the big thing. That, when they said it was a game that really didn't matter or something like that, the guys were motivated to play tonight, obviously. That's the review that I have. Kudos to Kellen Moore tonight. Not because he was just great or whatever. It was just that he finally did something that I've been asking for, and that was to stay committed to running the ball. He did it tonight. Okay, so he did it tonight, and he did it even with our starters in the game. I was shocked. To make a long story short, Ezekiel Elliott had 18 carries tonight. God knows the last time he had that many. Corey Clement had 7 carries tonight. Greg Hardy, not Greg Hardy, but Hardy had 3 more carries. So just between the 3 main running backs, that is 10. That's 28 rushes tonight. That's without Pollard. So the commitment to running the ball was there on tonight. And it made life easier, obviously, for Dak Prescott tonight, who was outstanding. 21 for 27, uh, 295 yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, you can't ask for more. I mean, you just can't ask for more than what he gave us on tonight. He was big time. And actually, we actually ran the ball more than we passed. And then the result was, you saw the scoreboard. It's a lot of points on the board tonight. So I got to give credit first of all to Kellen Moore, who showed balance tonight. No question about it. 28 carries tonight between the three running backs, 27 pass attempts by Dak alone. So there, well, it can be kind of misconstrued because Hardy did his damage when Cooper Rush was the quarterback. But regardless, the play calling was what we need. Hopefully, this style will transfer to next week. That's what we can hope for. The sun shine on the dog's tail every now and then. So that's what happened on tonight. I really believe that. I believe that Dak showed up to play tonight. They really showed up tonight. It's going to be challenging. We don't know who we're playing yet, but those defenses that will be in the playoffs will obviously be something to deal with. But our offense is something to deal with. Here's the other major thing tonight before I leave. Hey, Mike. Hey, thank you all of y'all guys for joining in this late at night. I don't know what part of the country y'all listening to me from. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Let me tell you this. Me and my brothers on my chat group that I'm primarily in, we've been kind of talking, and I just throw this to you guys. Listen, if it's one thing that stood out tremendously was the play of Cedric Wilson, and I'm not gonna stand alone on this. I know some of you gonna agree with me, but let me tell you this. God bless Michael Gallup. I love Michael Gallup. He can play. Okay, there's no question about Michael Gallup. But I'm putting it out here. Cedric Wilson is more dangerous than Michael Gallup. Now, I didn't say better, but I guess in a sense I am. I'm giving he's just more dangerous. Usually when we see Gallup, it's only on 2 routes. That is a slant sometimes, Michael Gallup, and then of course a go route where he catches the ball over his head. That's really all you see from Michael Gallup. That's it. And he's very effective at it. No doubt about that. But Cedric Wilson can do it all. Cedric Wilson can line up outside and kill you. And then what we saw tonight was what we already knew, that he can go in the middle and just flat out destroy you. And he has speed. Usually when Ced gets out there, he usually was seeing the number 3 cornerbacks, and he can go ahead and light you up. And E. Cushy can bring it down, saying that he can pass the ball too, which we've seen. So he is more, can I say, just more versatile, which makes him more dangerous than Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup to me reminded me of a Dez Bryant type receiver. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of the routes. It seemed like the only routes that he ran, and that was a slant route and a go route. That reminded me of Dez a whole lot. And the way that Michael Gallup and primarily Dez was a jump ball type receiver. That's really what he get his claim to fame was. That doesn't work with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott needs route runners, possession type guys, something that fits his style or his skill set better. Dak has never really been a guy to just say we're gonna play a bunch of 50-50 balls. That's just not Dak. If it's 50-50, usually he's not even gonna throw it that way. He'll check it down. I mean, he's more comfortable throwing short in the first place. Uh, and Dak is good throwing the ball in the middle of the seams, in the middle of the field. Outside, it's not really what you see Dak do. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying that's really not what he does. That's really not his strong set. He can do it, but he's incredible with what we saw from Said tonight. And it really shouldn't be a surprise because we've seen this before. Okay, um, he's dangerous, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it out here now. And I'm not saying because of this game. I just remember earlier in the year, Cedric Wilson. He said that Gallup just has better hands than Wilson. That could be argued. I mean, I'm not saying Gallup is not potent. He is. It's just that the versatility is obvious. And because of that, and he has some speed there, there's an argument that can be made that the Cowboys are actually more dangerous with the lineup of receivers being Cooper, Lamb, and Wilson, rather than Gallup, Cooper, and Lamb. That's the argument that can be made because Cedric Wilson is lethal. He is. I've seen enough. It ain't just started now. He's just dangerous, and that could help us next week. For real, that really can help us next week. Dak is incredibly comfortable with him. I think you guys saw that. I think you've seen it over the course of this year that Dak has a chemistry with Cedric Wilson, and it's obvious. Zach Garrett said, plus Wilson was a quarterback in college, which he was. So you understand what Dak sees from a quarterback perspective. He can break off routes and going over space in the zones. Very well could be. I believe what Garrett just put down has a lot of merit to what he's saying. So that was the thing that stood out offensively, other than, Dak, needing to find some type of rhythm. He found it tonight. I don't care if it was against backups or whatever. If it was against backups, then he did what he was supposed to do. Treat them like backups. That's what he did. He had all those touchdowns, most of them in the first half, obviously. I was a little shocked that he played as long as he did. I was ready to get him out of there after the second drive. I was ready to get rid of him then, but it's obvious tonight that the way Dak was going and as hot as he was, they knew that Tony Romo's record was close. And I believe that that's exactly why he played as long as he did, to break Romo's record, which he did tonight. And as soon as he did it, that was it. We didn't see him anymore. Ezekiel Elliott looked his best tonight. Crazy as that may sound. He was determined to get his little 1,000 yards rushing. That's why he got all these carries tonight, and he did good. So the offensive line obviously did a good job tonight. He had 87 yards, I believe. 18 carries for 87 yards. That's 4.8 yards a carry. Clement had 7 carries for 58 yards, 8.3 yards a carry. Hardy had 3 carries for 26 yards himself. That was 8.7 yards carry. So Really, to be honest with you, the offensive line obviously did their job tonight. They opened up holes. Everybody got some good yardage tonight. Um, and Zeke probably looked his best tonight. He rarely came out the game, and I think the motivation was just wanted his 1,000 yards tonight. So the way I look at it is, next week, let's just act like Kellen Moore. Let's act like Zeke won 1,100 yards. So he need another 100 yards. So just keep this same commitment next week. See, what I don't want to happen is, and that's why I can't really just. I mean, I'm happy about tonight. I know he can do it, but y'all know how I feel about Kellen Moore. So I believe it when I see it. And see, I hate for it to be like tonight, and then all of a sudden next week Dak throw the ball 40 times. I mean, I done seen this too many times. So I'm going in with an open mind for next week, regardless of who we're playing. Hopefully, somebody telling Kellen Moore, see what happened when you run the ball a little bit more. See what happened. Let's try to copy this same thing next week for whoever we're playing. It just opens everything up for Dak. It really does. You see, when the run is there, play action is there, Dak carves you up a little bit. So I really do hope that this carries over. But Cowboys accomplished their goal tonight offensively. They wanted to find some rhythm. They did. And I know it's against backups, but hey, if you got to find, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Then beat up the backups. I ain't got no problem with it. Beat them up. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay. If they would have struggled against their backup, we'll be having a whole different conversation. We'll be saying they ain't playoff ready. They're not in rhythm. What is going on? All that kind of stuff. But we can't say it tonight because they did what they were supposed to do. Beat up an inferior opponent. They did it. Treat them like they were supposed to be treated. Put that check by there. All right. So offensively, there should be no complaints at all tonight. None. None. Dak read the field well, put the ball where it was supposed to be. You would have liked to seen Cooper or Lamb catch a touchdown. That's fine, but they look good tonight. All right. Greg Zuerlein. Here's my question about Greg's league. This is really the only question I got tonight. Because I'm quite sure y'all ready. I mean, I know y'all about to light it up. But here's my question tonight. How many more kicks does he have to miss before we finally do something? I mean, help me somebody. Help me tonight. This was the downside. If you want some negative, here's the negative. Greg Zuerlein. Every game, it's the same thing. He either missing extra points or he missing field goals. He didn't miss a field goal tonight, but he missed another extra point. Let me tell you something, y'all. Just as a precursor for next week and the week after, if we're fortunate enough to get out after the first round. You can't leave no points on the board. You can't leave no points on the board. You can't miss no points in the second half. You can't. You just can't afford it. You can't afford it. You got to score. You can't be missing chip shot field goals. If it's 58 yards, 55 yards, I get it. You can't be missing extra points, 33 yards or whatever. You just can't miss. You cannot miss it. You can't. And Zuerlein has missed this type stuff it seems like he misses stuff every week now. And I've seen guys with the Cowboys over the years lose their job over less. I mean, over less. But every time the questions is asked, and I'm quite sure tonight that the media is going to ask the question about Zerline again. But every time you ask them, they say he's our guy, he's our kicker, he's our man. They haven't even brought in no competition for him to even threaten him. So I don't know what this love affair is with Greg the leg. I don't know what the love affair is. I don't know what he's done to make them ignore the obvious. And the obvious is he's not Greg the leg from 4-5 years ago. This is a different Greg the leg. And he don't look good at all. And these are the kind of misses that will cost you. You'll end up losing by 1 point in the playoffs. I'm just saying. So I don't know what else they got to see. I mean, he should have been lost his job. And now, he hit everything when he's missed his stats. I had to peep him out. I think he's missed 7, including tonight, which makes 7 extra points, I think. Then you put on top of it the field goals that he's missed during this year. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think he had come in tonight, he had missed 6 extra points. So that tonight makes 7. So that's not good. Gary said he need to walk back to Texas with his good push off leg, not with kicking leg, because he'll end up in the wrong direction. Oh, Gary, that's my guy there. I actually suggested that he just look when the game over with. Don't even let him catch the plane. You give him his own plane, get him there. My suggestion was, soon the game over with, go right back out on that field while everybody else being interviewed, showering up, and getting on the bus, getting ready to go back to the hotel or go to the airport and jump on the private jet or whatever. Listen to me. I was telling you, just stay in Philadelphia and just keep kicking the ball. The security guards be up there, just be standing there. Won't nobody be in the stand, just Greg and somebody just keep kicking. Matter of fact, you stay in Philadelphia for the night. You stay in Philadelphia for the night and come on back to Dallas maybe tomorrow or Monday, whatever. Until then, there's plenty of bathrooms in that stadium. We ain't worried about that. Somebody will get you some food. The cheese steak place is right next door to the thing. But you don't get on the plane. You just stay right there and kick. As soon as everybody leaves, as soon as the people start cleaning up the stadium, they'll be there with you. Look, keep kicking. See, if you can kick in Philadelphia in the cold and in the wind, then it makes it easier when you come to Dallas when the roof gets closed. So just stay right there in Philadelphia. Just keep kicking. Well, we want to interview Greg. No. It won't be no interview tonight. Stay right there. Well, I got to call my wife. No. Bring your cell phone to the field. You got to call your folks. You ain't going to be that low down. You got to call your wife and all that. Just have the phone on the field while you kicking. You understand? I need to talk to daddy. No, your children's supposed to be asleep by now anyway. So call them in the morning. You just stay right there and keep kicking. Yeah. I'm hungry. The concession stands ain't closed all the way down. They done shut it down, but there's an extra hot dog somewhere that's still good in the wrapping paper. Somebody walk it right on down to the field. Just give them something right there. What else you need? Coke, whatever. It's plenty of water in there, plenty of Coke, Sprite, whatever. You ain't drinking because you're already missing. You ain't drinking no beer. You're already missing kicks while you sober. So we don't want to mess you up putting no kind of alcohol in the system at all. Stay right there and kick. Just no. Don't worry about it. We'll get you back to Dallas. We ain't gonna be that low down. We'll get you back to Dallas. All right, don't worry. You're on the way. But tonight, stay right there. Don't move. Matter of fact, Jerry got money. Tell the Philadelphia people to keep the lights on at the stadium all night long. All night. All night. All night. All night. They got microphones all on. All I need to hear is a thump. That means your foot hitting the ball all night long. All night. All night. You don't leave Philly. You stay right there. Yeah, bro. Yeah, hey, Pastor, I see. Yeah, keep kicking. Yeah, no. You stay right there. No. Hey, but the bus leaving. Don't worry about it. Jerry got money for you. He already gonna set up your transportation. You stay right there. Don't even take your uniform off. It's cold down there. Don't take your uniform off. Keep your shoulder pads, everything else on. You stay right there. Right now, I'm looking at the clock. It's 10:54 here in Memphis. So that means I believe it's 11:55 there. You are not, look, when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and the light's still on, all I'm hearing the thump. Or your foot hit that ball. Keep kicking. I'm telling you, man. He got on my nerves tonight. Again. All right. You can't leave points on the board. You just can't. This is playoff football. You got to have it. You got to score. Okay? It's no question. He could say it's very frustrating. That's the type of stuff that has beat us in this season. Close game. Greg got us beating the Tampa in the Arizona game. He wasn't the only reason, but he played a big part. It's the truth. Let me tell you something. The Cowboys lose in the playoffs because of Greg Zuerlein. He might need the National Guard to get out of the stadium on that day. I'm just telling you now. Because folks don't like Greg right now. I ain't causing no, I ain't trying to, bring any threats to the man. I'm just saying, I know how Cowboy fans really are. As a matter of fact, I might just need to just start praying right now because there's some Cowboy fans in Philly that's looking for him right now. Gary said, take the train, then the bus, then a bicycle, then a mule to Frisco. That's what he needs. Gary don't even want to get on the plane. See what I'm saying? I mean, look, nobody ain't playing with Greg Zuerlein. Somebody need to tell him, cause he getting the wrong message from Steven and Jerry. He's too secure. Cause everybody's cool with him. There's no threat, and there need to be a threat. Like, Doc, look, we understand you got us here to week 18, but let me tell you something. You can get cut. You just saw Antonio Brown, right? That's week 18. Guess what? You can be somewhere else right now. We can cut you. We need to put some fire under him. He's too secure for me. He's too comfortable. He ain't got no threat. I don't get it. Okay? So that's my little take on Greg Zuerlein. I ain't mean to start checking him and doing all this little comedy stuff, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm quite sure they're gonna ask me that. Y'all check out the press conferences tonight or tomorrow morning once they've been recorded. I guarantee you they're gonna ask about Zuerlein. They're gonna ask about him. And you're gonna hear the same thing over and over again. And I'm gonna be just like, hey man, look. Matter of fact, when you land in Dallas tonight, okay, you look, go straight to the star. Go straight to the start. We'll turn the light. You got to practice, man. Y'all know what it is. And what the funny part about Zuerlein is, Zuerlein seems like the type, he don't miss nothing in practice. I mean, absolutely nothing. He be kicking from 60 and just light it up. Translate to the game, and it looked like the man done had 3 shots. 3 shots or something. And it just is every game. I don't know what it is. Okay. Now, defensively, I did have a problem at first. Well, I did have a problem with our defense. Here's the problem I had tonight, and this is not good. All right. Our starters, uh, defensive line, don't say linebacker. I'm not talking linebacker. I'm not talking secondary. I'm just saying our defensive line got pushed around tonight by a second string unit, offensive line unit tonight. They did. Philly runs the ball a whole lot and they ran it well. Our defensive line got moved around. Now, I am well aware that Michael Parsons did not play. I'm well aware that Diggs and Anthony Brown and Curtis, who's a tremendous run player, did not play. I'm just talking about the front four. Their offensive line against our defensive line. You can see the push. Okay? I'm well aware that Parsons and Diggs and Brown and Curtis will obviously make the defense better. I'm just talking about D-Law, Gregory, OC, Tristan Hill, Bohanna. Those guys got pushed around a little bit tonight. Basham played very well tonight. Dorrance Armstrong, when they decided to run it, those guys got pushed around a little bit. And you wouldn't expect that from a second string offensive line going against our starters. What does that tell you? Well, it's obvious. Some of these guys that were in there tonight will be starters or get a lot of playing time next week. And whoever we're playing, I'm quite sure they're going to see that. Okay? They're going to see that. We're going to see that again. And as you all know, if you've been following me, I've always said that because we score a lot of points like tonight, it eliminates the other team's running game because at some point you just got to start trying to throw the ball a lot because you're too far behind. That's what happened again tonight. But when they decided to run the ball, Philly was successful in running the football. That does not spell well for us next week. And I hope the guys, Gallimore got pushed around too. So, but I believe we're all right. I mean, they ain't like they got to rush over for 300 yards. It's just that initially, you could see how the guys were getting pushed around. Now they tightened up, obviously, started making some plays, but the more pressure Dak put on them with all the scoring they did, it kind of eliminated the running game itself. Put the ball in the hands of Minshew, and it was that. So we had a good game overall. Once you think about it, overall, you can't argue with it. We are 12-5. Y'all hear me? Who would have predicted, other than me, E-Kush, Gary? I know those guys said 12-5 because that's what we were saying before the first kickoff against Tampa, the first game. We called 12-5, and here we are, 12-5. All Cowboy fans, most Cowboy fans, were just probably a little shocked that we are to have the record that we have, but we are one of the better teams in the league. There's no question about it. Yes, we have flaws, but every team has flaws. But the flaws were not bad enough that the record, was ridiculous. We had a few bad games, but they were just a few. Majority of the time, the Cowboys were on point. You don't become 12-5 if you didn't have your stuff together. Cowboys had their stuff together this year. They're 12-5, not 5-12. They're 12-5. Cowboy fans talking to you, it's almost like we 5-12. No, we're 12-5. We've been whooping people this year. Bottom line, I'm proud of it. So we closed the book on the regular season. We look tomorrow, and we'll know who we have. probably before the end of the night tomorrow, or it'll be in the afternoon because all the teams that we're concerned about will be playing in the morning and afternoon games. So we'll know by the time Sunday night football gets here. We'll know who we'll be playing uh, next week. All roads now lead to the playoffs, but everybody can't go. We're one of the ones that are. You might as well get fired up about it. Your record don't mean nothing now. 12-5 is thrown down the garbage can. It's over with. It's over. We are 0-0 now. I've seen teams that were 9-7 win Super Bowls. So it's really all about who gets hot and who gets a good thing going, and you can carry it all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. All right. So it's really all about that. The next game. That's it. Can you get hot against the next game for the next game? That's what it all boils down to. Everybody's 0-0. What you did in the regular season don't count now. 0-0. Getting ready for next week. All right. We'll know tomorrow who we're playing and probably the day. Exactly. So you feel good to be in the playoffs. This is what it's all about now, y'all. Now, the only other thing that we got to hope for is these guys. Two things. Number one, the guys that are on the COVID list, hopefully they test positive so that we can have them for the playoff game. Number two, and most important, please stay y'all butt at home. Dallas Cowboys players, please just look. I don't care what you feel like. I don't care what your stance are. I don't care nothing about your politics. The bottom line is, if depending on the day that you contract the virus, you could be the cause of us losing our game just because you didn't want COVID. Somebody get Amari Cooper, please, because it's obvious he's gonna do what he want to do. Okay, just somebody tell him to stay at home this week, please. CeeDee Lamb, don't go to no more Dallas Maverick game. Trayvon Diggs, you sitting at the house now, dude. Look, get your little cute son and y'all stay at the house and just chill out. Stay at home. Stay at home this week. I don't want to hear nothing about it's my choice. I don't want to hear nothing about the Democrats messed this up. I don't want to hear about the Republicans mess this up. Just shut up. The NFL rules say, bottom line, you catch it, you got 5 days. If you catch it on the wrong day, or you contracted because you just had to go to the Dallas Maverick game, you didn't wear no mask. Matter of fact, everybody put a mask on. Everybody. Well, I don't like to wear masks. It's my choice. Man, look. If I'm going to lose, let me lose to the better team. Don't let me lose because of COVID. That would really make me upset. If I'm going to lose, let the team beat me. But don't let me lose because of COVID. Don't let me lose because of that. This is what I've been begging for. So exactly. To leave, say no. The national championship game is in Indianapolis. So thank you to leave. So Amari Cooper, Trayvon Diggs, let me see, Georgia. And we got anybody from Georgia on the team? No. We got Alabama boys on our team. I think it's Cooper and Trayvon Diggs played at Alabama. And that's a free day. I believe that's it. I think I am. Look, Trayvon and Amari Cooper, watch the game from the house. Don't look. Don't get on no airplane. Matter of fact, let me touch down in that one. No, touch your feet in Dallas, Texas. Go home. Go home. You don't need to be in Indianapolis on the sideline. Everybody knew you. You went to Alabama. Put your jersey on and take an Instagram picture and put it on your timeline. My God, please sit down somewhere. It's showtime now. Everybody go home. Close your door. Put your mask on. It's okay. I even all y'all little single guys. Look, I ain't look. All y'all single guys, go home. Don't worry about women this week. I'm trying to be nice. Don't worry about women this week. Don't worry about no random women this week. Don't worry about no random. No, not this week. Stay at home. Stay at home. Ain't no club tonight. Turn your music up in your house. Don't worry about the club. No. I gotta go get some gas. Half y'all don't drive anyway. Get the person to drive y'all around and put gas in your car. It's just look, I'm serious now. I'm just telling y'all. This not the week. This not the week. This not the week. This is not the week. I'm serious. I'm putting my foot down now. I'm sorry. I done played, I done heard all these people talk about COVID and talking about it's my choice and it's my way. Look, that's good, as I told you. That's good in golf. It's good in bowling and tennis. Those are individual sports. It's good for that. Y'all can say that for that. Team sports? No, sir. No, man. No. Now, we done played this game. Losing players hurts. Losing key players hurts. It hurts your team. It hurts your team. So, no, I'm done. Huh? I agree. He said the team that handles cold the best is going to win it all. Unless somebody like, can you imagine now? I'm just saying, I'm not hoping this for no team. But can you imagine now the quarterback of these playoff teams, one of them getting COVID in the wrong day? Can you imagine the downfall of that? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine what the team is going to be like with a backup quarterback? I mean, come on. This is what we're facing. All right. Talib saying, "How do I like John being back?" I believe that's going to be. I said it in the show earlier today that what we haven't ran was the 12 personnel a lot because we didn't have a second tight end that was a threat. That's going to open up a lot of stuff, running and passing. Jarwin and Schultz on the field at the same time is going to be lethal too. Jarwin, of course, if he's anywhere where he was, he's a threat, big time threat. Along with Schultz too, I mean. So I'm glad he's back. Hopefully, he won't get hurt again in the next few weeks because that 12 personnel is really going to help us. All right. Y'all have a good night. I'm done. Y'all go to bed, go to church anymore. Somebody's church, whether it's virtual or in person. Go to church tomorrow. Give God some praise and some thanks tomorrow morning. Okay. All right. We'll see you later this week as we get ready for the playoff game. I'll definitely be with you guys on Tuesday, but since it's a special week, I might come on Monday. Who knows? I might come on Monday leading up to it. I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot of talk and stuff going on. I'll get with you guys then. All right. Y'all have a good evening. This has been the Postgame show. Cowboys win again, 51-26 over Philly. And they are now 12-5. At 12-5. That is the regular season. Dallas Cowboys now are 0-0. It's all about what you do now. This is what it's all about, y'all. I'd rather have a chance at it and rather than to be looking at it. I'd rather be in the playoffs rather than talking about getting ready for the draft like we were last year. So I welcome it. Let's get ready. Let's get focused. It's showtime, y'all. The big boys about to play now. The big boys about to play now. Hmm? The big boys about to play now, y'all. All right, it's nothing. You can't hide now. Okay, this is all the big boys on the porch time now. All the little puppies go home, get ready for the draft. It's big boy football time, and we are one of those big boys. So let's go. All right, we'll see you. I'll see you guys later this week, maybe Monday, definitely Tuesday though. All right, appreciate y'all. This is the Big Time Show.